Immigration Coalition, which is very broad, and in addition there is an evangelical church immigration table, and we are all cooperating on basically these same points. And so that the evangelical table, Richard Land and a bunch of the evangelicals are reaching out. In fact, they just bought some radio time on religious radio, speaking for comprehensive immigration reform. The Interfaith Immigration Coalition, we're all about it. It's the Jewish, Christian, and Muslim community. We now have the Sikhs and a small group of Buddhists, but the Buddhists aren't as organized, so it's a little challenge. And then, additionally, JFI, the Justice for Immigrants, has all the dioceses in the U.S., and hopefully all the parishes are getting involved. So we're doing as best we can to reach through churches. Yeah. Okay, we're going to...
The local communities need to do that.
I know, the local communities. So that's why we're on a bus. We're running around the country and people are honking at us and we're making it happen. We have time for okay, I see 4 hands. Let's get the 5 hands. Let's get the questions out fast and we'll answer them all together. Let me hear what your concerns are.
Can you speak more to how it would help the economy?
How it will help the economy.
Uncle Henry.
Got it.
When are you leaving and are you meeting with the Norseland people? That's a parish of...
The short answer, no, and we leave tomorrow.
What are your thoughts on homosexuals being excluded from the immigration bill in markup?
Okay, got it.
What is the possibility that leverage can be used, that many immigrants are about 34 years old, they will be paying into Social Security for many years,
That great article in the New York Times. Yes.
Help our economy and prop up the retirement for baby boomers?
I think you have your talking points for your visit with your senators. It's perfect. Perfect.
Can this be used solidly to persuade our elected officials?
I hope. Let us pray to the Lord. Okay. Was there another one? One here and one there, and then I got to wrap it up.
I wanted to wonder how much
Yes.
how much focus has there been on addressing trafficking victims?
Oh, okay. Trafficking. We can deal with that quickly. Yes.
Our military has always recognized military service as a path to citizenship. Does that continue on this bill?
Good. Okay. Yes. That citizenship eventually through military service would continue. That wouldn't change. Doesn't change existing law with regards to that. It actually expands existing law and would allow for a faster track. With regards to trafficking, trafficking is really handled in a separate VAWA that's been passed and will be continued with the U visas. It's outside. They don't really touch it in this bill.
That's actually what my question is. With the EPA being the focus on trafficking, it's like 2 conversations that should be happening at the same table.
They should be happening at the same table. We don't want them at the same table because politics is really bad. So we finally got one with trafficking. We don't want to muddle it up. So the theory is it'd be great together, but it won't. Economics. Here's the deal. We heard from a realtor in North Carolina that said because undocumented folks or other temporary immigrants fear they are insecure in whether or not they're going to be able to stay here, they don't buy property. They don't invest in businesses. And he has, since this bill has begun to surface, he's an immigrant himself, but he's a real estate agent, he's a citizen, and he has received lots of inquiries from currently undocumented folks who have been here more than 10 years, who run businesses, who have, like taco stands and trucks and things like that, and they want to buy property, but they haven't had the security to do it. So they are eager to get into the economy. Then we were talking with this guy who's the entrepreneur trainer saying that 1 out of 4 businesses are started by immigrants, and that this would be, and they're small businesses that employ 2, 3, 4 people eventually. But that would be a significant boost to getting more people engaged in small business leveraging. And once you get people engaged in buying houses and small businesses, it's the revitalization of communities. And Scranton is a perfect example of that. Because Hazleton, the neighboring town, was horrible. Did horribly horrible racial profiling. They all came over, and you should see Scranton is a Rust Belt town. It's a town that's just been decimated, and now has all this life springing up through the immigrant community. So, is Biden behind us on that? Well, I'm sure he is. Haven't asked him, but I'm sure he is. But the fact is, the fear is key, and the fact that people can't enter into our economy is keeping people hidden in the shadows. And if people can come out, then we can bloom. The fact is, we the people of the United States know that immigration is the glory of our past. And I say, it is the hope for our future. So, let's do it. The issue of homosexuals in the bill. The fact is, there's a lot of diversity of thought about how we're going to get some of the important but smaller details dealt with. We've got to get this through. And my hope is that in the process, this bill will get improved on the floor of the Senate. I don't know what's going to happen with that issue. I don't know where it's going to go.
So you're saying that it would be good to include them?
What I'm saying is I want comprehensive immigration reform now, and that's what we need to do. For me, the current bill passing, fine, and then let's have the other struggles. There's diverse perspectives in our nation. When it is clear we need comprehensive immigration reform now. And the rest of the fights, the rest of the arguments, let them fight them out in Congress, but we cannot lose this bill now because we have fights over other aspects of it. I personally think this is a fine bill. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen, Florida. You've got 2 key votes. Keep your Senator Rubio on the leadership roles of this bill, and make sure Senator Nelson comes along, and then we can work with all of your members of Congress. We're going to have some challenges. So we've got 2 months of hard work. Let's do it. Thank you very much.